Alright guys, we're still working here at Bug's house. If you watched the last video, last two videos, we got the trees down, them was good. If you didn't watch them, go back and watch them. Thing is now, we got the trees down and everything, but we still got weather coming. We got to get these things out of here, get them back to the mill, and get them took up, get them bucked up the length, get them the rest of the way cleaned up, and get them took up before the rain gets here. And at the end of the video, me and Mommy and Jackson takes up the logs and have a good time tormenting each other. And we finished the video with Jackson actually doing a fantastic parking job on Eli's loader. And a parking job I think Eli would not want to get in the loader and move because it was that good. He was so proud. He was so proud he got to park Eli's loader. So I hope everybody likes this. It's a great ending to the series at Bug's Place. What a wonderful job. Thanks for the opportunity, Bug, and I'm glad that it turned out well, and I'm glad you're satisfied, buddy. The smile on your face made the whole daggone thing worth it. And I'll show you all at the end of it what we actually come up with footage-wise. So let's go check in here. Our Mommy's looking so cute, little flip-flops of the rain. Move it. He's so happy with the parking job, he'd hate to move it and mess it up, wouldn't he? I'm going to tell you, you know, they say, you always hear, you know, you do a type of job that pushes the envelope. It makes you feel so much better when it's done and you win. That's what makes your wins feel better. But this one really has. It was for Bug and it was for me. I was nervous. He was nervous. Now I get cocky. My downfall is once I win what I think the high priority is, then I go right back to tater production mode. Bug's like, "Oh, stop. He said, that power line, I'm getting ready to rub that power line with all these tree branches. And I'm trying to be spastic and be in a hurry and just whack them down with the loader. And Bug's like, daggone, we ain't in the clear yet. Let's get a saw and let's clean these things up. So he ends up getting his little steel there and cleaning these up a little bit so I can get them pulled out from under these power lines. Because they're going to try to clean up on these. What they're going to do is get the little third gator thing. I forgot what they had, like a Ranger or something. And they're gonna load up her sticks and stuff. I'm gonna wad up what I can with the loader, and I didn't get a lot of that covered. But I'm gonna wad up what I can with the loader after I get these logs out of here and pack them off. And then they end up breaking the yard and everything. And I didn't get a finished product of this thing. It turned out good. I mean, they all did good. All the kids helped and turned out really good. Really good. So couldn't have been happier. And they was happy. And Bug said the boss man come home later on this evening after I was back at the mill trying to beat the rain. We're still trying to beat the rain in all this. I want to be off their property before the rain gets here. That's my main concern. I would like to be off their property and get the trees all took up, bucked up, stacked into logs, and then Mommy take them up and be done with this whole mess before the rain gets us. But as long as we get them off this property, we've won. You know, everything else will just be a little bit added benefit to it. And they're going to start a pile right there with their sticks, and I kind of come in with the loader and gobble it up in a pile, you know. Once you get a pile, you take limbs like this, you put them in a pile, then you can come in with your clamp, or if you're pushing off the bulldozer or anything. Once you red that stuff up in a pile, then you can, don't try to go out with chasing every stick with a bulldozer or a loader or something like that, or skidder blade or whatever, and try to scoop up the extra sticks. All you got to do is just put it in a pile where it's locked together, and you can come in with about any kind of piece of machinery, and it'll all come as a wall. And as you slide it across the ground, it'll kind of take care of itself. Just a little tip there for those of you that might be cleaning up things or whatever that might want a little help. And I'm trying to be lazy and not have to mess with the chain, so I'm just clamping them on the fork and pulling them out of there best I could. And here I'm about to hit the power line. I thought, well, I could just snake through this one real quick, but no, it's starting to touch the power line. Bug's like, let me chop it off. Me, I'm just excited. I knew he won. I knew he didn't get the garage, and I'm just trying to get out of here. I get Ramy. He's like, wait a minute, let me cut it off. I love that guy. He's a heck of a boss man. Worries about everything, wants it right, you know. And that's a good, that's a good boss man right there, you know. Having the people skills not to be a turd to work with, but having the care about it all to stay connected to the job till it's all the way over, finished and done. It's hard to beat. That's a good quality now. Not everybody has that quality, but it's a daggone good quality to have. Me, I get Ramy. That's my weakness and downfall as an employee, or as a worker, or anything. Once I go at it like this. I look at the priority. I look at what the win is. I'm always after the win. And once we win, I drop my guard and I start ramming. You know what I mean? Because always, for some reason, growing up in this industry, it's a pretty cheap industry. You don't get paid for your time. And it's a commodity, is what we're moving. And you get told what you're going to make. And most of the time in my career so far, there's been, always after the trade deals are signed and all that stuff over the years back in the 90s, I've never got to see these good times everybody talks about having. The good times they say back in the day, I never seen none of that stuff. When I come into it, Red Oak was already down. NAFTA was pretty much signed, and it was the beginning of the end on the American manufacturer and that type of stuff. So I never seen these good days that all these guys talk about. I remember as a kid growing up, I remember new loaders, new skidders, and stuff like that. You know, I remember seeing a lot of that as a kid growing up, you know, back when Red Oak was up in the 80s and 90s. Late 80s and through the 90s, you know, but I never seen none of that stuff, you know, in my career. But, you know, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. I'm watching the video as I'm talking, and that don't help none. Why would I even get on that tangent? Oh, yeah, so the reason for the tangent, reason I'm talking about that, is as labor and energy goes up, the price of products went down. And it's went down since 97, whenever they signed NAFTA. From there down, it's done nothing but really, you know, it's bounced up and down some, but it's not really been good since the 90s. Since the end of the 90s, since we stopped manufacturing in America pretty much, or, you know, slowed down manufacturing in America. So my whole career's been forced to, come on, we gotta get the wood out. If we're logging, if we're moving, it's time to get the wood out, you know. There never is a slowdown. You know, this type of work is time materials type of work. Or is that even the right way to say it? This type of work, you charge heavily for your time. And I don't work that way. My brain don't work that way. We're after production. We're after the wood. We come in and we try to get the wood. That's what we're after. You're trying to move that wood as most efficiently without breaking equipment as you can and breaking people, you know. And then when you get in something like this, it get, you know, like I'm good, I can calm down, be good when we're working right against the garage or whatever. But as soon as that's done, as soon as I drop my guard, I'm like, all right, back to production mode, you know. Anyways, that was too long a tangent going. But anyway, I'll shut up. So we got to get the truck, got to get it loaded up. Got some good video loading these logs up. And get them back to the mill, get them bucked up, get them took up, so Eli can have them to sort them when he comes back to work Monday. And then have anything that's odd and out of place put back together before everybody comes back to work. That's what the idea is. my truck and give y'all time to pull your stuff to the pile or whatever.
Do what?
I said I'd go run and get my truck, put my stuff up and go get my truck, give y'all time to put more stuff in the pile, and I'll carry the pile over when you're done.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think when we get this here piled up, instead of throwing it on that, take it down the driveway. There's a tree down there that's broke off right there. You'll see where it fell over along the drive. Just throw it right there.
Okay. Well, I missed a lot of getting it hauled up here and stuff, and it needs cleaned up a little bit more. But here's what we ended up with. I'm gonna start working it up and getting it worked up so we can take it up. I gotta work it up, clean it up, work it up, end the logs, stack the logs out so mommy can take the wood up, see where we're at. Well, apparently I don't have a Spencer tape. Well, let me sort them out. Howdy. Yep, hurry up. Don't hold daddy up, boy. Holding up your daddy, boy. You're holding up your daddy up, boy. Hey, you're holding up your daddy, little boy. Alright, the last job to do before we're done is for Mommy to wear flip-flops out here and take up the logs and look cute in her flip-flops. Wow, I like your so what's the black toenails as opposed to the white toenails? Like, everybody wants to know why you got black toenails and white toenails, Mommy.
Because I need to repolish my toenails and I don't have time to...
Because you need to repolish and you don't have time?
I don't have time.
Oh.
I don't care anymore.
You're not trying to impress me?
No. Is this where we're starting?
No, that's not our logs.
Those aren't our logs?
No.
Whose logs are these?
They're off the logging job.
It ain't good, don't stand out here and fight the rain.
This is Indian Mounds here.
Oh, that's what you and Ron brought it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, I was like, I don't know.
That's feller buncher stump.
They can work?
Alright.
See how long I'm by species.
Well, pine, walnut, and elm.
Pine.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get my computer on. Load.
Should be 3 16-footers. No. 13-footer.
Hold on, honey, we're not even there yet.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You got a lot of typing to do.
What'd you say? First one?
How'd that turn out to be 15 foot?
Hold on, what did you say the first one was?
That's a 13-footer by...
These are,
I have no idea how that log ended up 15 foot.
well, the inside diameter of the bar.
Okay.
8?
Yep,
8?
that's right. That'll work.
And you said this time, right?
Yep. I have no idea how I ended up with a 15-foot log, but I wasn't exactly doing the best measurement.
Hold on. You're way ahead of me.
My Eli can just pop right down through and knock these out. 15 foot long, 17 inch.
3 feet.
Fine. Well, I thought you knew some of these. 16 foot long, 18 inch. Now what about one that's busted on the end like this one? Do you count the whole log?
Sometimes you just guess. Just estimate about what's going to be lost.
All right, 10 foot 4. 12 inch.
Pine too, I'm guessing. This one's a lot different.
Yep. Okay. Okay. 8 foot walnut and a crooked 8 incher. Next will be 12 foot.
Like that. Oh my gosh, we don't even have one in here. We're gonna have to call it something else.
Walnut. You can call it ball nut or small nut.
We're gonna call it white oak.
White oak, black white oak. Why's black walnut gotta be white oak? 13 foot walnut. Okay, thank you, Jack Jack.
We go length, diameter, diameter. This one's small.
11. 8 foot.
Today I've only been walking.
9 inch. 8 foot 9 inch. I'd say that's it. We'll see if it's a 12. It looks like a short to be a 12. It is 12 foot. I'll tell you, maybe it's full of dirt.
See, this is so much easier. Bam.
13. 12 foot, 13 inch, and this is 10 foot.
This is not a walnut.
Nope. I never said it was. 11 foot pine. There, you get the diameter. Me and Jackson get the length. See if that's 8 foot or 7. 7 foot walnut. That's a big end. You're measuring the big end of the log, Mommy.
You didn't tell me the length yet.
11 foot.
And
8 foot. 17 inch. 9 foot. 10 inch. 8 foot. 15 inch. 12 foot. Yeah, it's busted wood. Called another 8 foot. 15 inch. 8 foot. 12 inch. I think these are 7 foot, Jackson. Yep, 7 foot, 2 of them. Small one is a 10. Big one is a 9.
what was the length on that? 7 foot.
Yep, and both of them. What kind of tree's that, Ann?
Pine.
Elm. All right, be a 10 foot. 15.
We don't have elm on our list.
Yeah, we done went through one elm, didn't we? Okay. Yeah, we did. This is an elm. That's an elm.
That one is.
Yeah, well, whatever.
We all know this one's a pine.
2 10-foot elms. $16 inches. That should be a 12-footer. 13-foot pine. 12. 10-foot walnut, that's a long 10-foot, I think. No, it's actually right at 10 foot. 13. 14-foot walnut. 16. Alright, you got the in there? But you had it.
Uh-oh.
Slower than mud, boy. Slower than mud there, boy. Turn mud there.
This busted wood over.
6. Yep, 16. 15 inch. What was it?
I thought you said 50.
17, okay. Another 16 foot at 15 inch. You messed up one elm
What
log.
do you think your total footage was?
I don't know, one elm log. 2,000.
1,700.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
How much footage of walnut?
I had to dump it.
Wow. Okay. 1,700 feet. Oh, I'm gonna park the loader. Ready? Whoop the pants off that baby. Whoop the pants off of it. You know it? Huh. Eh. All right, you want to drive?
I never steal this photo.
Oh. Over and park it.
Eli's probably gonna be like, this is some good parking.
You think Eli will think this is some good parking? Oh by golly. He probably wouldn't even want to move it. He's so happy with the parking job, he'd hate to move it and mess it up, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Huh? He'd probably get so proud of your parking job, he'd be afraid to get in and move it.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'd hate to mess up a good parking job like that. Ain't that right, boy?
I see gator trap.
Right, boy. Like alligators? Think there's
No.
alligators running around here? All right, hurry up. Get on out of my loader, boy. Yeah, Eli's loader, boy. Yeah, loader, boy. Yeah, loader, boy.
Is that all you got? Just close
Thanks guys for watching. One thing I wanted to say is everybody out there, do be safe. Please, we all got to go home at the end of the night. There's other people relying on us, and let's not forget that. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.
Hey guys and gals, don't forget to go to logyourway.com for all your Log Your Way gear. Thanks. How much you pay me to say that?
Man, how much you gonna give?